A blood-soaked journey, a soul forged in moonlight. This is Kagami Lily's final arc, the end of Volume 1. Watch till the end and witness the birth of the warrior goddess. Chapter 98. Spoils of War. Lily reflects on her endless encounters with blood and death in this other world, torn between wanting a peaceful life with her senior sister and the harsh reality that survival means killing. Her fear of losing senior sister's soul to desecration fuels her determination to fight. Nanako clings to Lily for comfort, embarrassed yet awed by her strength after witnessing the massacre. She secretly thinks it's not shameful to be Lily's slave, but never dares say it aloud. When Nanako warns about the Hojo clan's wrath, Lily insists she couldn't kill innocents who merely followed orders, showing her unique brand of mercy. Nanako, more pragmatic, loots the bodies and hands the spoils to Lily, who reluctantly accepts, realizing she must grow stronger to protect senior sister. Together, they gather over 560 kon worth of riches, more than a whole clan's yearly income. Nanako suggests fleeing to Suruga province, under Imagawa's protection, since Hojo territory is unsafe. Lily agrees, but not before praying sincerely for the fallen samurai, except her true enemies. Nanako, impressed by Lily's nobility and tenderness, begins questioning Lily's origins. As they head toward Suruga, Lily insists on carrying the burden herself, even while exhausted, showing genuine care for Nanako. But instead of the fertile lands Lily expected, Suruga greets them with desolation. Barren soil, burned houses, skeletal trees. Nanako calmly reveals that this wasteland is her true homeland. Chapter 99. Mother gunfire cracks across the barren plain, startling Lily. A group of soldiers and samurai defend their carts from decayed, mummy-like raiders, led by a striking woman in violet blue kimono. Nanako instantly recognizes her and screams, "Mother!" before bolting downhill. Lily scrambles after her as Nanako throws herself into her mother's arms, sobbing with relief like they'd been separated for ages. The woman is revealed as Saionji Kotoka, the elegant, powerful head of the Saionji house. Her poise radiates authority, though her revealing attire and warm smile add unexpected charm. Kotoka listens, shocked and angry at the Hojo's treachery, then tenderly checks Nanako for injuries. Nanako recounts her kidnapping and how Lily rescued her, while Kotoka admits she had come with ransom after receiving blackmail. The mother's relief turns into gratitude toward Lily. When Kotoka finally looks at Lily, tension sparks. Lily grows uncharacteristically nervous under the mature woman's gaze, wondering why she feels flustered. Kotoka, equally surprised by Lily's beauty, studies her torn clothes and fair skin a bit too intently, even swallowing hard. Kotoka introduces herself properly, thanking Lily for saving her daughter, and suggesting they all return to Suruga province to speak safely. Lily, already bound for Suruga, agrees, her fate now intertwining with Nanako's family. Chapter 100. Shiu's Mission. Traveling through Suruga's wastelands, Lily sees corpses turned into demonized foot soldiers, victims of endless wars unable to ascend. Kotoka explains their origins as Nanako dozes against Lily's shoulder, weary of the desolation. Meanwhile, back in Takashita town, under the eternal chaotic night, Shiu grows restless when Lily doesn't return. She nervously approaches Sakiko, misinterpreting her words and flustering herself, before revealing Lily's dangerous journey. Alarmed, Sakiko drafts a letter and entrusts Shiu with a secret mission. Deliver it to a contact in Kamakura who can aid Lily. Shiu vows with fiery resolve, hiding her blush behind her mask before vanishing into the night. Back with Kotoka's caravan, more demonized villagers and soldiers attack, but firearms and guards easily repel them. Lily notes that while guns terrify common foes, they're useless against her speed and spirit armor. Soon, through the fog, the faint lights of Suruga appear. Chapter 1001. Suruga Province. Lily arrives in Suruga Province, surrounded by pine forests, stone carvings, and the imposing banners of the Imagawa clan. The bustling streets shock her with lantern-lit shops, eccentric drum dancers, and a chaotic yet festive air. The atmosphere feels less like celebration and more like escape through indulgence. Kotoka teases Lily about joining the dance, warning that bad dancers wear loincloths as punishment. Lily, flustered, notes how Kotoka mixes bold, even obscene words into casual chatter, a stark contrast to Nanako's cold distance. Distracted, Lily spots a massive clothing shop. With her old outfit ruined, she dashes in like a kid in a candy store and emerges in a gorgeous white and red kimono embroidered with orchids and magnolias. It clings tighter to her chest, showing just enough side boob to make Nanako visibly cringe. As they walk further, Lily notices a hidden blacksmith's house. The sound of powerful hammering stirs her soul, and Kotoka reveals it's the forge of Uehara Munechika Ehiro, a legendary female master smith. Lily instantly feels drawn to meet her. Kotoka then ushers Lily into a Saionji-owned winehouse, treating her to a luxurious banquet and non-stop praise. Lily, shy with compliments, enjoys it quietly, while Nanako sits ignored and simmering with bitterness. Finally, Kotoka offers Lily sake. Lily admits she's never drunk before, but Kotoka leans close, hand brushing against Lily's backside while coaxing her to try it. Lily hesitates, unsure if it's an accident or something more intentional, especially coming from Nanako's beautiful mother. Chapter 102. Drunk Lily. In a lantern-lit private room, tensions run high as Nanako snaps at her mother for pressuring Lily to drink, only to defiantly chug the sake herself. Lily, caught in the middle, notices Kotoka's casual disregard and the hand still lingering on her backside. Kotoka insists a samurai must drink, and Lily, naive to the bluff, takes her first sip. Almost instantly, her body flushes, heat rushing through her as the alcohol overwhelms her sensitive system. Her eyes soften, her sleeve slips, and she gazes at Nanako with unusual tenderness before collapsing against Kotoka's arm. Nanako is stunned. This isn't the strong sister figure she knows, but someone radiating an intoxicating vulnerability. Lily leans closer, neckline dipping to expose her shoulder, aura shimmering between bashfulness and allure. Kotoka murmurs she's drunk, but Lily insists, "I'm not drunk, the wine is drunk," before trying to drink again, only for the sake to spill straight into her cleavage. Kotoka, composed yet secretly shaken, wipes Lily clean and secures her kimono, ordering Nanako to fetch the cart. Lily's seduction seems unintentional, but Kotoka privately admits she's never met anyone so mysteriously enchanting. They escort Lily back in a sedan chair. Still tipsy, she gazes at Suruga's nightlights, sighing for Rei Oni-sama and vowing not to be bullied by her again. The loneliness in her blurred eyes lingers as the curtain falls. Chapter 103. Ayaka's calligraphy and painting. Lily wakes in the Saionji residence, surrounded by elegance, but her heart is in shambles. She remembers every humiliating detail of last night's drunken behavior in front of Nanako's mother and wishes she could just vanish. Led to Kotoka's study, Lily is distracted by the refined calligraphy and paintings. One work in particular catches her eye, a pastoral scene infused with mysterious runes, the same kind that appear in her mirror space. The discovery makes her pulse quicken. Kotoka arrives, wearing rare glasses from the southern lands, exuding intellect and poise. She notices Lily's interest and reveals the painting's creator, Fujiwara Ayaka, the greatest onmyoji alive, and the capital's #1 beauty. Lily bristles, unable to accept being second to anyone in looks, yet her mind races at the possibility that Ayaka might hold answers about the runes. When Lily asks how to meet Ayaka, Kotoka's smile fades. Reaching Heian capital itself is nearly impossible now. War-torn lands crawling with undead, ghost nations, and seas haunted by monsters. Even pirates and waves could sink the strongest samurai. Only 2 or 3 out of 10 voyages succeed. Still, Kotoka offers hope. If one surpasses even a high-tier sword saint or travels with such a person, the land route might be possible. She mentions the two supreme protectors of the capital, Grand Onmyoji, Fujiwara Ayaka, and the shogun Rokuhara Tandai, whose power even demons fear. Lily realizes her path is long, steep, and almost unreachable, but determination burns inside her to one day reach Heian capital. Chapter 104. Aubergine Teacup. Lily reflects that her earlier confidence in surviving the Heian Empire was naive. She still has so much to grow. Inspired, she plans to commission a cursed katana from a master smith and train in the mountains. Her resolve to grind harder feels like the start of a whole new arc. Kotoka interrupts with a gift, an exquisite aubergine-colored teacup, a treasured grade 4 heirloom from Chancellor Fujiwara himself. She insists Lily take it, praising her skills in both martial arts and chado. Though Lily resists, Kotoka presses on, finally kneeling and prostrating herself. She admits Saionji house is wealthy but defenseless, vulnerable to predators like the Hojos. The teacup is more than gratitude. It's a token of loyalty, a pledge that if Lily ever founds her own samurai clan, Saionji will stand behind her. Moved, Lily swears to protect the Saionji house to the best of her ability, no matter her future. Holding the teacup, she feels the weight of both the porcelain and the promise settle into her heart. This is peak symbolic writing, an object turned into destiny itself. As Kotoka rises, she blushes and, almost shyly, invites Lily to her inner room that night, insisting it's proper procedure, now that Lily has vowed to protect them. Chapter 105. Uehara Munechika, Ehiro. Lily treasures the rare aubergine teacup given by the Saionji, recognizing it as both a token of support and a symbol of trust she desperately needs in this world. She leaves it safely behind and heads to find the blacksmith. At the smithy, she encounters Uehara Ehiro, a towering woman with rose-red hair, a masculine stance, and undeniable beauty. Her presence is overwhelming, both casual and magnetic. Inside, Lily nearly faints when she realizes Ehiro is basically working in nothing but a leather apron, bare back, and curves fully on display. Embarrassed, she struggles to keep composure while Ehiro laughs off the awkwardness. Lily explains she wants a grade 3 or higher katana, with runes carved by her own hand. Ehiro, intrigued but blunt, warns that such a blade requires grade 4 tamahagani, material so rare and expensive it borders on impossible. Ehiro lays it out. A normal grade 3 sword costs Tao's $200 cane, but Lily's dream 3.7-foot blade would demand 1,000 can just for raw materials, if she can even find them. And even then, the finished sword would weigh 42 kilograms, far beyond Lily's slender arms. Though disappointed, Lily remains polite. Ehiro, amused, tells her to visit again for conversation, even if she can't bring materials. Flustered, Lily flees before her blushing face gives her away. Back on the street, Lily steels herself. If she wants that sword, she'll need hundreds more can. With no easy solution, her only choice is to train harder in the mountains until opportunity comes. Chapter 106. The Saionji's secret art. Lily prepares to enter the mountains tomorrow, her thoughts lingering on survival and growth. Passing the Saionji estate, she overhears Nanako's cries. Kotoka is spanking her harshly for past recklessness. Lily debates stepping in, torn between respecting family matters and her role as Nanako's future master. Curiosity wins, and Lily peeks inside, only to see Nanako across her mother's lap, skirt lifted, receiving a merciless spanking. Shocked by Nanako's sudden submissiveness, Lily flees before being caught. Later that night, Lily freshens up and heads to Kotoka's inner room. But instead of a quiet meeting, she finds Kotoka and Nanako bound together by ropes, suspended midair, gagged, faces flushed with shame. Lily panics, thinking intruders struck, but Kotoka calmly reveals it's all intentional, an act of apology and loyalty. Kotoka insists Lily punish them as penance, but Lily refuses, overwhelmed by embarrassment. Instead, Kotoka offers a deal. Learn the Saionji's secret martial technique, restraint release, as proof of their redemption. When Kotoka suddenly slips free of the ropes with ease, Lily is awestruck by the art's utility. Kotoka beams at Lily's agreement, but her enthusiasm feels unsettling. With a sly smile, she orders Nanako to tie Lily up and hang her from the ceiling to begin training. Chapter 107, Mount Aoame. Lily finds herself unexpectedly tied up by Kotoka under the guise of teaching her the restraint release skill. Though embarrassed and hesitant, she realizes the lesson is vital for survival. Nanako defends Lily at first, but quickly agrees with her mother's reasoning. Kotoka makes the training intense, binding Lily tightly and even suspending her midair while whispering teasingly close. Lily's protests are drowned out by the Madame's playful dominance, and Nanako obediently secures Lily's legs. Despite dizziness and humiliation, Lily endures the prolonged night session and finally learns the restraint release. The red marks left on her body the next morning remind her of the price of growth. Yet instead of regret, she steels her will, vowing to bear any shame for the sake of her senior sister. Dressing in a red kimono with her weapon and parasol, Lily leaves quietly without saying goodbye. Her destination, Mount Aoame, a vast, monster-infested mountain south of Suruga. She calculates the value of monster anima and sets her sights on earning hundreds of can. Under the starry, cold night, Lily steps into the unknown. The blend of lingering vulnerability and newfound determination sets the stage for her dangerous quest into the eldritch wilderness. Chapter 108. The Lone Beauty. Lily stands before the towering Mount Aoame, its 7-kilometer peak shrouded in clouds, an overwhelming wall of danger. She knows the deeper she goes, the stronger the monsters become, but she steps forward anyway, embracing the loneliness of her path. Night falls, cold winds cut through the forest, and Lily feels both fear and resolve. She refuses to bring Nanako along, unwilling to risk kindness becoming poison. The wind lifts her slit skirt, nearly undoing her side-tie panties, forcing her into an awkward adjustment mid-trek. Suddenly, ghostly fireballs streak through the woods. Fire imps emerge, ugly, one-eyed dwarfs hurling flames from the shadows. Most warriors would struggle, but Lily answers with a wave of crimson spirit energy. Crescent moon! Her blade carves through trees and imps alike, relentless arcs chasing down even those who tried to flee. Sakura advises her to replenish spirit power, and when Lily absorbs anima, her katana erupts in flames. Sakura explains that a Blade Maiden's sword can take on elemental attributes, but only cursed katanas can seal them for later. Relieved her hair wasn't singed in the battle, Lily checks her reflection with her copper mirror, still mindful of beauty even amid danger. But deep in the mountain, something stirs. A hulking figure awakens, eyes glowing red in the dark, its voice growling with hunger for the mirror. Chapter 109. 2 meters tall blue demon. A cold wind sweeps across the night as a 2-meter blue demon with glowing red eyes blocks Lily's path. Even though it's the weakest of its kind, it's still just as strong as she is, a terrifying opponent. The demon snarls about the mirror, confirming Lily's dread that her treasure draws monstrous attention. Its fixation is chilling, repeating that the mirror is the key to everything. Determined, Lily recalls Wasugi Rei cutting down a massive blue demon, reminding herself that the path of a samurai is to walk between life and death. The blue demon charges like a bull, claws sharp as blades. Lily counters, her flaming katana blazing like a banner in the dark. With a swift strike, Seiwa Tamashi slices through its heart, drenching the night in a geyser of blood. Lily, now stained crimson, stands victorious as the demon collapses, cursing her with the promise of greater misfortune. She absorbs the demon's anima, worth a fortune, realizing how dangerous yet profitable her battles are. Still, the demon's final words echo in her mind. Touching her abdomen, Lily reaffirms her unshakable resolve. No curse, no misfortune, not even seas of fire will stop her from saving her senior sister. Chapter 110. Encounter after 5 days in Mount Aoame. Lily has grown terrifyingly strong, her raw power already rivaling high-tier samurai, and with her Blade Maiden boost, she can nearly touch the level of a swordmaster. Yet despite her strength, she remains incomplete. No ultimate move, no true cursed katana. She settles into survival mode, washing clothes by a spring and hiding in a cave, carefully guarding her sword even in sleep for safety. But her spirit sensor suddenly flares. Intruders. Footsteps and voices echo as samurai approach her hideout. 2 men enter. Torchlight reveals Matsuda Nagahide and Kimura, her old mentors in sword and archery. Lily is stunned, heart racing with recognition. Kimura shouts with joy. Matsuda looks shocked, yet conflicted. The warmth of reunion clashes with the eerie setting. Lily, flustered, explains she came to train, hiding her real motives. Matsuda, however, grows serious, warning her this mountain is no place for her and urging her to leave immediately. His tone is harsher than she's ever heard from him, almost desperate. Just as Lily reluctantly prepares to leave, another familiar voice cuts through the cave entrance, announcing Lord Dijon's arrival. Lily freezes, her body trembling as dread takes over. Chapter 111. Murderer Lily suddenly encounters Hojo Dijon, a man far beyond her current strength. Panic swells in her chest, but she forces herself to act calm, even as Nagahide reluctantly introduces her. Outside the cave, Lily faces Dijon, a 3-meter-tall giant, handsome yet terrifying, exuding raw dominance. She realizes instantly she wouldn't survive a single strike. Yet Dijon doesn't attack. Instead, he gazes at her like a man enchanted by beauty. Dijon praises Lily's looks, casually mentioning his brothers, including Motoshige, whom Lily already killed. She hides her dread with polite replies, masking the truth behind courtesy. When Dijon belittles the idea of women wielding swords, Lily pushes back subtly, invoking names like Lady Sakiko and Ashikaga Kiyoshi to shield herself. Dijon's pride stings, but her cleverness keeps him in check. Dijon then warns her she's not in Suruga, but in Mount Aoame, a deadly region crawling with danger. Lily feigns surprise, playing into his sexist assumptions about women's bad sense of direction. Dijon, still suspicious, yet unwilling to let her wander, orders her to accompany them, his tone leaving no choice. Chapter 112. Demon Hound Suppression Force. Lily faced Dijon, heir of the Hojo clan and one of the 6 swords, who insisted she join his suppression mission. She carefully played the part of a polite, hesitant girl, hiding her true strength to avoid suspicion. Despite her refusals, Dijon pressed harder, framing it as an honor. Lily finally relented, bowing sweetly, but everyone could sense she was cornered. The Hojo retainers glared at her like predators, while the Matsuda clan stepped forward to shield her. Dijon was irritated but restrained, his true malice hidden under polite words. Internally, he cursed Motoshige for not being around to do the dirty work. His self-control revealed just how much image mattered to the Hojo heir. That night, the Hojo forces camped in a cave. Lily, self-conscious among so many men, gratefully accepted Matsuda's discreet protection. When she asked about their target, Nagahide revealed the truth. They were hunting a superior high-ranked demon hound, a beast stronger than most sword saints. The power scaling was brutal. Lily's full force barely hit 2,000 Kan, while this monster operated on god-tier levels. It hammered home the sheer gap between her current strength and figures like Dijon. Her growth feels huge, until the world reminds us she's still just a minnow in an ocean of sharks. Dijon's confidence proved he must wield sword saint-level power, making him far too dangerous. Lily realized how lucky she was not to resist earlier. If he ever discovered she killed his brother Munechika, she wouldn't live another day. As the night wore on, Lily's thoughts hardened. She needed to escape at the first chance. Between the Hojo's oppressive control and the looming demon hound, the stakes had never been higher. Chapter 113. The Night of the Samurai. In the cave, Dijon plotted with cold calculation. Though lust tempted him, he prioritized slaying the demon hound, dismissing Lily as prey he could claim later. Yet, something about Lily unsettled him, forcing him to assign Nagasaki, a swordmaster, to monitor her. Even his arrogance cracked with unease. Outside, Lily wrestled with her own powerlessness. She hated how her beauty trapped her in danger, how freedom felt impossible without overwhelming strength. Holding herself tight, she vowed to grow stronger no matter what. Then, laughter and clapping broke the night. Around the fire, samurai danced and sang an old folk song from the Heian's ancient record. Their drunken joy carried a strange melancholy, a glimpse of men trapped by duty but still yearning for light. Listening, Lily's heart ached. She realized these weren't soulless killers, but men burdened by loyalty, forced into violence by corrupt lords. Her mercy toward fleeing enemies was not weakness, but her way of the samurai, firm yet compassionate. And with quiet conviction, she declared to herself, "Because that is who I am." Kagami Lily. Chapter 114. Fuma Ninja. The rain-soaked march through Mount Aoame sets a grim, suffocating tone. Lily walks with her red parasol, wrestling with her shifting identity. Once a boy, now fully immersed in the reality of being a woman. Though men like Kanzaki try to show kindness, Lily knows their admiration has undertones. She refuses warmth and affection, remembering she can't return those feelings. Surrounded by watchful samurai, she feels utterly isolated. Danger erupts when fire imps ambush. Amid chaos, Lily saves Kimura from a fireball, exposing a glimpse of her true skill. Nagahide quietly notices, stunned by her sudden growth. After bloody losses, the group regroups at night for a war council. Dijon presides over a strategy meeting when suddenly a Fuma ninja appears in green smoke, bearing devastating news. Motoshige and Akira are dead, slaughtered brutally. Dijon's grief explodes into rage as he hears details. Motoshige cut in half, Akira cleaved from head to foot, the rest massacred by a single sword. Then, the ninja produces a piece of red cloth, hinting at a woman's involvement. Lily fights to stay calm as Dijon howls vengeance, his fury shaking the mountain. But suspicion stirs. Dijon suddenly turns his sharp gaze toward Lily, demanding how she came to Suruga. Her heart freezes, her mask of composure hanging by a thread. Chapter 115. The Demon Hound appeared. Lily's heart pounds as Dijon questions her past. Any slip could expose her as the one who killed his brother. She steadies herself, insisting she came to Suruga with Saionji Nanako. Dijon frowns, thinking, Lily is too weak on paper to have killed Motoshige's group, yet how did she survive Mount Aoame alone? He presses her strength, forcing Lily to boast carefully about her Genji Dojo test. He digs deeper, timelines, routes, encounters. But Lily answers with calm precision, weaving truth with vagueness. Dijon notes the deaths line up with her journey, his hawk-like glare fixed on her. Nagahide suddenly steps in, defending Lily, reminding Dijon she's just a new samurai he personally trained. His loyalty forces Dijon to ease off, though Lily still feels the pressure of suspicion. Just as Dijon is about to probe further, a chilling howl tears through the night. His eyes blaze. The demon hound has arrived. The group braces for battle, Dijon prioritizing the monster over the unseen murderer. Lily clutches her collar, feigning fear, successfully diverting suspicion. Dijon rallies his men to strike down the demon hound, putting Lily's secret on hold. For now. Chapter 116. Lily joins the samurai formation. The Hojo samurai surged forward with fearless cries, charging after Dijon toward the demon hound. Their bravery was undeniable. Friend or foe, none hesitated in the face of death. Lily, however, stayed close to Nagahide, knowing escape was impossible yet. She needed the right moment, ideally when both Dijon and the beast were weakened. A chilling wind carried miasma through the forest as the samurai formed tight ranks. Nagahide quietly advised Lily to prioritize her own safety and avoid the main fight. She agreed, though inside, unease gnawed at her. Suddenly, a long howl split the night, followed by an eerie chorus of wolves echoing through the dark woods. From the tree line, countless shadowy figures leapt. Spectre wolves, creatures said to evolve only by devouring children's souls. Their sheer numbers were horrifying, staining the beautiful mountains with dread. The samurai clashed with the wolf pack, steel against teeth, blood spraying across the firelit clearing. Lily, sword drawn, played the role of a nervous novice, an act that was mostly genuine. Dijon watched her closely, but was reassured by her seemingly clumsy demeanor, easing his suspicions for now. Then, the true elites stepped in. 8 top Hojo samurai, including Nagasaki, and even the legendary Yagyu Munechika, tore into the wolves with overwhelming force. Munechika, scarred and one-eyed, wielded strength rivaling Dijon's own. His presence alone shifted the battle's weight. But in the chaos, new horrors emerged. Grotesque canine monsters with human faces, whispering "Mirror, mirror," as they lunged straight toward Lily's position. Though weak and swiftly cut down, their intent was clear. They were drawn to something only she carried. Heart racing, Lily pressed her hand against her abdomen where the mirror lay hidden. For Lily, the mirror wasn't just an artifact. It was a bond to her dearest person, something more sacred than life. Her resolve hardened in the middle of the bloodshed. Nobody is allowed to snatch this from me. Chapter 117. The Mischievous Demon and Lily's Scheme. Lost in thought, Lily didn't notice a stubby figure sneaking up until it was almost too late. A fat demon with a horned baby head. The mischievous demon lunged at her with prankish intent. Instead of dodging, Lily stayed still, deciding to use this for her act of weakness. With a sudden tug, the demon lifted Lily's skirt. She screamed on cue, pressing it down fast and angling herself so Dijon only saw the prank, not her body. It was a perfect blend of modesty and manipulation, exposing just enough to look vulnerable while protecting her dignity. But the demon wasn't done. It shoved her to the ground, yanked her hair, and left her looking utterly helpless. Kimura and Kanzaki tried to intervene, only to be swatted aside by its surprising power. Finally, elite samurai chased it off after it stole a flag, leaving Lily disheveled and trembling. Lily stood, fixing her skirt first before even picking up her sword. To everyone watching, she seemed like nothing more than a frail, flustered girl. Dijon, sweating with relief, began to doubt his earlier suspicions. How could such a fragile beauty be a killer? Inside, Lily reminded herself why she endured this farce. For her senior sister, for survival, for the chance to grow stronger. She despised acting like a helpless girl, but her resolve was unshakable. Even if I must be a girl, I don't want to rely on others forever. The battlefield quieted as the wolves retreated, leaving heavy losses among the Hojo. Just as the tension began to ease, a chilling howl shook the night. The true terror was finally approaching. Dijon turned grim, focusing on the coming storm, forgetting Lily entirely. Chapter 118. Big Monster. The forest turns eerily silent, every heartbeat audible as the samurai brace for the coming terror. Once carefree around the fire, they now stand ready to die with unflinching courage. From the shadows bursts a colossal silver blur. In a heartbeat, one samurai is ripped apart, his body flung skyward in a spray of blood. The beast reveals itself, an 8-meter-long white hound, fangs dripping crimson. The demon hound rampages through the camp, its massive tail and jaws shattering men like twigs. Yet Lily notices something. deep old wounds seeping black blood, making its savagery even more feral. The samurai's swords manage only shallow cuts. In a cruel display of cunning, the Hound locks eyes with Dijon, then retreats into the woods just as arrows aim, leaving corpses and chaos in its wake. Before the warriors can recover, a pack of specter wolves rushes in from the flank, clearly under the Hound's command. Lily realizes with dread. This isn't just a beast, it's a commander orchestrating the battle. Chapter 119, Dijon's Move. Specter wolves howl through the night, their cries like grieving children, rumored to be lost kids turned beasts. They break past the front lines, threatening Lily's group. One wolf circles Lily, but strangely refuses to attack, lunging at Kimura instead. Lily reacts instantly, cutting it down, hearing the faint cry of a child as it fades. Dijon notices her skill, sharp, merciless, controlled, yet remembers her earlier fluster, fueling his suspicion. Before he can dwell, the demon hound reappears, tearing through samurai with sheer brutality. The samurai throw themselves at the beast despite hopeless odds. Their bravery leaves shallow cuts, arrows sticking in its fur, but numbers alone can't stop it. Finally, Dijon unleashes his full power, spirit waves scattering the miasma as he charges with his massive jintachi. Munechika joins with eerie Shinkage-ryu precision. The clash is titanic, the Hound biting Dijon's blade, Munechika carving its tendons, Dijon's strike severing its foreleg. Wounded and bleeding, the demon hound retreats into the woods, but Dijon rallies the warriors to chase it down. Lily, caught between suspicion and survival, follows with Matsuda's group, unable to break away without risk. Chapter 120. Ashikaga Mansion. Yagyu Shiu finally reached Kamakura and located the Ashikaga Mansion, marked by a circle and 2 horizontal lines. For her mistress's safety, nothing would stop her. Inside, Ashikaga Kiyoshi entertained Uesugi-rei over tea. He was calm and calculating, while she pressed him about Hojo's expansion. Their dialogue carried quiet tension, like a chess match behind polite smiles. Shiu crashed the scene in full ninja fashion, smoke bomb, ceiling drop, purple hair flying. Instead of intimidation, she awkwardly asked where she was, blushing when noticing Rei's beauty. She delivered Lady Sakiko's letter, explaining her mistress was Kagami Lily, describing her with almost worshipful devotion. Rei's teacup froze mid-sip. Hearing Lily's name snapped her out of elegance. She snatched the letter and transformed into pure urgency. Without waiting, Rei grabbed her massive tachi, strode outside, and summoned her warhorse, Neo. In one breathtaking leap under the full moon, she rode off toward Suruga. Kiyoshi, left behind, awkwardly offered Shiu a room while admitting he was just as confused as her.